What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we have the Nike SB Low City of Love pack. And taking a quick look at the sizing tag, it reads Nike SB Low Premium. Colorway is Burgundy Crush, Dark Team Red. And we also picked this shoe up in a size 12. Here's a quick look at the Nike SB box. I want to say they do use the purple boxes when it comes to Nike SB Dunk Low Premium. I think it's when they bring out the purple box for these. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Just get a quick look underneath the lid. As you can see, it does have like that wood grain material paper. And here you have it, guys, the Burgundy Crush City of Love Nike SB Low. And I'm going to give you a quick 360 of the shoe, and we're going to jump into some of the details of it. As some of you might know, burgundy is my favorite color, so I might be slightly biased towards this shoe. But for a shoe to be such monotone in color, it does stand out. And we will get into the details of that very shortly. Just wanted to give you a quick 360 look at the shoe. As you can see, looking at the medial side of the shoe, it does have contrasting differences in all the panels used. And I think that's what breaks up that monotone color. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into this shoe. As I stated earlier, very monotone in color. Predominant color is burgundy. Again, burgundy is my favorite color. But with this shoe, I think they did a great job with contrasting each panels used on this shoe. So let's go ahead and start from top to bottom. And that is starting with the sock liner. As you can see, very high quality suede used in the sock liner and also the tongue. We'll take a look at the tongue here shortly. But the sock liner area is wrapped in a suede material. As you can see, it has this brush back motion. Very soft to the touch. As far as cushioning, I think it's very well padded. I would really like the response in the cushioning in the ankle support area. It has a very tight bounce back to it. And I really like the Achilles tendons pads that they have in these SBs. It gives that added support and lockdown from the rear of the shoe, but moving back up into the tongue. And they also use that suede material on the front of the tongue, and that material also moves to the rear of the tongue as well. So wanted to give you a closer look at the tongue tab. It has that Nike SB branding, and it also has that team red like string going through the Nike branding, and that is the theme of the City of Love. And the shoe does come with your paper shoe tree. And that City of Love theme also runs into the insole of the shoe. As you can see, you have that hand and that team red. I think it's like the string that binds us together. As you can see, that wrapped around the pinky. You also have that team red Nike SB logo. And that insole also uses the same suede material as the sock liner and the tongue. I would have pulled the insole out, but I think it's glued in, and I'd rather have that stay intact for now. But getting back into the shoe, as you can see, it does come pre-laced, which are burgundy SB laces. And they also do provide an extra set of laces, I think is in the other shoe, and we'll take a look at that shortly. As I stated earlier, the upper of the tongue is in that suede material. And that material runs the whole length of the tongue, as you can see, peeking through. Same material. Moving down into the toe box. This is where the material starts to contrast and separate. The suede texture used on the toe box and the side panels, they are suede, but it's more of like a rougher texture versus this more soft, silky smooth suede used on the tongue and the sock liner. This is much more like coarse suede. As you can see, it doesn't have much motion towards it. I almost kind of wish today continue to use the same suede throughout the toe box and the side panels, but not too bad. And moving into the mud guard and the 4-foot strap. This leather is also a different cut. This is the second pair of shoes that I reviewed lately that had the leather cut that felt almost like a very short-haired suede. But it's actually a leather cut. As you can see, this one does have slight motion in it. As you can see, that brush back. And in the same sentence, you can see the tumbled texture in it, like it's like a standard piece of leather. I think it all comes down as a leather cut. I guess the different processes and how they cure it, that gives you like a standard leather versus like a suede. But again, this mud guard and the 4-foot strap, along with your eyelet section and this heel counter, adds like a very short haired suede texture to it. And as I stated earlier, this is the second shooter that I had in the last couple weeks with very similar textures. But I will say it does feel of quality, versus just side panel that toe box. I don't really care for this feel of suede. It's just a little more coarser. Maybe you can take a suede brush to this to, soften it up and break in that suede. It might respond and give me the look that I'm looking for. But moving along, as I stated, you do have that coarse suede on the side panels. And I think the favorite part of this shoe for me, other than like that suede on the sock line and the tongue, and that will be this Nike swoosh. I really like when Nike Dunks come with this type of Nike swoosh. Kind of reminds me of like the Lobster SB Dunks, which has like this background behind the Nike swoosh, gives it depth, and I really like the look of that. I want to say those Powder Puff Girls, they was the recent ones that had that same Nike swoosh. I think all the Lobster SBs also have that look, but that's probably one of the favorite parts I like on this shoe. And moving into the ankle collar area, again, you have that rough texture suede. And moving into the heel counter section of the shoe, the heel counter tab has that short-haired suede as we spoke about in these panels. And it also has that Burgundy Nike branding. Really like the contrast between this Nike embroidery versus the heel tab. And moving down into your midsole, you do have that all burgundy midsole with the team red stitching alongside. Really like that contrast. Now this outsole does have like speckles in it, almost like the initiative that Nike does with the recycled rubber material. It does have that speckling in it. I'm not sure if this is recycled material, but everything else is your standard Nike SB outsole. And you do have your team red Nike SB shield branding in the middle of the outsole. All right, guys, so we're going to take a look at my right shoe, get you guys out of here. These side panels do have some brushback motion to them. I like the overall feel of them. Very tumbled, almost has like an elephant print look to them, but I really do like the contrast of the different depths of color between each panels. And what I'm talking about, as you can see up top, you have a very dark burgundy that moves down into, a lighter version of the same burgundy and then of course that's contrast with like an ashy version of burgundy down into a more reddish burgundy. I just like the way that they broke up that monotone look. And as we speak about contrast, let me give you a very eye-opening pop. As I stated earlier, they do provide you with an extra set of laces. This is in that team red color, the same as the stitching in the midsole. And with this being the City of Love pack, this shoe did come in this burgundy crush colorway. And the other shoe in the pack, it came in like an ivory or a bone colorway. And I want to say that shoe also had these team red laces included. I just like these a little bit more. I like the contrast in all the panels versus that bone colorway. So guys, let me know in the comments, which laces would you use? Would you use these team red or would you use the burgundy that comes laced in the shoe? I'm leaning more towards actually putting the team red in this shoe just to send it over the edge just a little bit more in contrast. Or I might even just use one red and keep one burgundy, but that might be kind of tacky. I think I'd just go with both red in each shoe. But let me know what would you do. And here's a quick look at the insole on this right shoe. It has the same graphics that was on the other shoe. And those graphics are screen printed into the insole, so they should last over multiple wears. But I really do like when Nike screen prints graphics into the insole, give you a better shot at that. The materials used on that insole. Really love the feel and the quality feel of this suede in the sock liner. But guys, let me know how y'all feel about these Nike SB City of Love Burgundy Crush. I'm really digging this shoe. Glad I was able to hit a pair on the shock drop. They delivered, I think, a day before Valentine's Day. But again, very premium materials used on this shoe, as it stated on the box. And just the overall theme of the shoe, I think they did a great job with it, with this 2024 Valentine's version. And I think they also did an excellent job with the bone colorway. I just preferred this Burgundy Crush just a little bit more. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in this shoe, I don't think it's going much over retail on the third-party market right now. And I just looked it up real quick, and it's going for like $23, $25 over retail right now. So that's not too bad for the quality of the shoe, in my opinion. But guys, stay tuned to the channel. More videos up if you want to go check those out. Last couple videos uploaded was Bread 4 Reimagines. Also had and if you're a big fan of these Nike SBs, you probably will like the collaboration between Unheard Of and Adidas with the Grandma's Couch. So go check that video out. Feel free to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to push to 2,000 subs in 2024. So if you could, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I truly would appreciate it as we continue to go and grow. But again, please stay tuned to the channel. Multiple reviews coming. And again, I appreciate y'all for coming through for a quick look at this Burgundy Crush City of Love Nike SB Valentine's Day edition. Till the next time, peace.